Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right to the air is Burrow.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Lawrence will throw.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Here's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brian Thomas.
32 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
To the air again, Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Looking downfield, he's got all the tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Here's Burrow.
Open man is Yoshibas.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Burrow going to keep it himself.
And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretch to right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
44 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now Lawrence to throw.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Second and a couple.
Now Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
McPherson's kick is good.
And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Now Lawrence.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Folasade Oluokun. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption from both sides right now.
Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. Fighting, and he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 31-31.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Washington now brings this out. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. That is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Able to shake him off. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Lawrence.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, it looks like he'll throw here. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Now, that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if...
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game.